What's up, my Italian timers? Guys, let's translate some sentences from English into Italian. So, here are the 5 sentences we're going to translate. And if you want, you can go ahead and do it and then watch the video to see if you're correct. But let's start with number 1. So, the first sentence is, where are all the new students from? So, if you want, you can pause the video right now, but I'm going to give the answer. So for this sentence, we would say, di dove sono tutti gli studenti nuovi? Question mark. So notice that this from that English speakers attach at the end of a sentence, in Italian, it will remain at the beginning. So remember, where are you from? Di dove sei. Where are they from? Di dove sono. And then you can add that object, tutti gli studenti nuovi. So all the new students, all the students new. One more small thing to notice is gli studenti. Why did I use li? It's because studenti starts with S and then a consonant. So it's not just I studenti, it's gli studenti. So that's number 1. What about number 2? There are 3 different ways to talk about this. What do you think? As always, pause the video. But the answer here is ci sono 3 modi diversi di parlarne. Boom. A lot to unpack here. First of all, there are in Italian is ci sono, so something plural. There are 3. If there's 1, it's c'è. So c'è and ci sono. There is, there are. 3 different ways, 3 modi diversi. Notice that in both the examples so far, the adjective will go after the noun. So 3 modi diversi, not 3 diversi modi, and not nuovi studenti. Always in Italian, the adjective will go after the noun. Now is where things get very difficult. 3 ways to talk about this. Parlarne. What does ne mean? Ne means about it, about them, of it, of them. So instead of saying di parlare di questo, which could also be acceptable, di questo, about this, just shrinks into ne. And then you can attach it at the end of the infinitive parlare, to talk. So instead of parlare di questo, you can say just parlarne. And that's pretty common in Italian. Next, let's go to sentence number 3. I didn't know you would come to my party. So this is a specific verb tense, like in the past, I didn't know that in the future you would come to my party. I call this tense the future in the past. What do you guys think? Pause the video and let's get your answers. Okay. So let's just start with the first clause. I didn't know. So that's non sapevo. Now after that clause, we want che, like that. I didn't know that. In English, it's not necessary to put that, but in Italian it is. Non sapevo che. And now we could add tu. In this case, tu is not necessary, but we'll put it anyway. In English, it is necessary, you, but you don't need it in Italian. So now how would you say you would come? Well, it's actually saresti venuto. Let's imagine it's a man. If it's a woman, it's a, like this. Non sapevo che tu saresti venuto alla mia festa. Exclamation mark. So, yeah, what is important to notice here? In Italian, or in English, we say you would come. In Italian, in the future, in the past verb tense, they say you would have come. Saresti venuto alla mia festa, okay? So just to make one more example of this, if I say like, he said he would eat, in Italian that would be ha detto che avrebbe mangiato. So you do not want to say ha detto che mangerebbe. So notice, this is the English construction. This is the Italian construction. So it's different, and this is correct. In English, this construction is correct. He would eat, mangerebbe. But in Italian, they say avrebbe mangiato. He would have eaten, okay? So I'm going to delete this incorrect version. And that's an example of future in the past. And then, of course, to my party, alla mia festa. But let's go on with number 4. We actually don't say that in Italian. So this is a trick question. Can you translate this sentence? Pause the video if you need to. So what's interesting here is instead of using we, in Italian, they would use the impersonale, so the impersonal. Because it's not actually we, it's just one in general. One doesn't say this in Italian. So instead of saying, so first let's start with actually, which is in realtà. You could say non lo diciamo in Italiano. Whoops, not diciamo, but diciamo. This could probably be argued as correct. But the even better answer is in realtà non si dice in Italiano like this. Non si dice means one doesn't say it, or one doesn't say it. So in English, we don't use this impersonal too much. We just say you, or maybe we even say we, like in my example here. In Italian, they just say one doesn't say it. So you don't do that is non si fa. Like one doesn't do that. The impersonal in Italian, you use a si, and then you use the third person of the verb. So non si dice, you don't say it. All right? That's why in English when we say, what do you call that? We're not literally saying, what do you call it? We're saying, what does one call that? So to say, what do you call that? In Italian, they say, come si chiama. Come si chiama. It's not come lo chiami. All right? Now let's go to the last sentence, number 5. If you get the camera, I will take a picture of you. Be careful with the verbs here, but pause the video if you need to. Okay, so se, if. You get the camera, in Italian would definitely say prendi. So prendere, to take. So if you take the camera. Cameras, for some strange reason, it's difficult to translate. You could probably just say la camera, but maybe like la fotocamera is better. Or even la videocamera. But let's just keep it with camera. So now I'll take a picture of you. Notice that I used future tense. We could probably say farò, like this. But honestly, in Italian, we'd probably just say faccio. So again, notice the verb is fare, to do or to make. It's not take in this case. Faccio una foto di te. So una foto. Why is it feminine? Why is it una if it ends in o? It's a good question. It's actually because it's una fotografa. I think. Fotografa, sorry. So anyway, photo is how they always say it. And it's feminine. And the rest of you, di te. So I'll take a picture of you. So that's it. So I hope you guys can see a couple constructions or rules in Italian by translating these sentences. I always love translating. And if you are on the higher level of Italian and you want to listen and practice listening to your Italian, check out the Patreon page. It's called Italian Breeze. It's like a podcast, 1 hour long show with me and Sonia, and we speak a lot of Italian while also explaining Italian and teaching Italian. It's really cool. It's once a week and it's not expensive. So if you guys want to join that, we would be very happy. And as always, I hope you learned something, and thanks for watching Italian Time. Ci vediamo alla prossima, ragazzi. Ciao.